Here I am at the back corner of my property. First real snow of the 2012/13 season, if the world doesn't end. Har har. Back up to here. And this is a test of a new camera. This is a Kodak Z5120. Probably one of the last cameras they're going to make. And so this is a bit of a test video, as well as a first of winter video. I'm actually on my cross-country skis, so there isn't really enough snow to support them. I keep my trails real clean on my property so I can get around in minimal snow when I get the chance like this. End of November here. So we got snow right on schedule. It's usually about when we first get it. Last year it came a little late, I think, but then it came on pretty strong and didn't stop. I'm going to try my zoom out. Let's see if I can zoom here. It's a pretty quiet zoom too. The camera also features stereo sound, which is something I really wanted for my little creek videos. This is kind of a dim light test too for me here. I'm zoomed way out now. Find some place far enough to look. The zoom seems pretty quiet. Finally at max zoom here. A little bit ridiculous. And pull it way back. That's one heck of a zoom. And of course it's very low light. It's snowing a little bit even right now. You can pick that up. Well, not much to say here. I just wanted to do a little test of this new camera. This is day 2 with my Kodak Z5120, I believe. Looking at some tracks here. They're fairly small. Hoping it's not a coyote or a fox. It could be hazardous to my cat's health. Really can't get a good look at these tracks, so they must be about a day old, so they're not real sharp. I've seen several deer tracks out here, of course. Anyway, a little brighter day. I'll try to zoom in again. So far, the things I've noticed with this camera is autofocus can be a little screwy sometimes. It's doing okay in better light here, though. There was some fire magnification. This is like having a frickin' binoculars or a telescope. It really zooms out there. It's focusing okay in better light. I think I read that in a review that the autofocus is a little bit not as good in dim light. Well, that's quite a zoom though. I'm going to zoom back out in a little bit. And yesterday the batteries caved in on me. I had a pair of fairly old Energizer alkalines in it. Two pairs actually, takes 4 batteries. And they were, they still test good, but they're pretty old. I didn't have a lot of use on them. They were used in a phone for a while, for backup of the memory and a caller ID landline phone. Right now I've got some nickel metal hydride, some real off-brand cheapies. Let's see how they're going to do in here. But I'll get a good set of 4 together for this camera. Zoom to something else. Yeah, autofocus seems to work okay in the light here. I just took a couple still shots of the scene ahead. The 2 little surprises I had is, one, when it reviewed the shot, even though I took it on a vertical, it showed it to me crop in the horizontal on the review. That's not a big deal. I would expect it to flip it though, like my Canon would have done. The other surprise was the flash popped out and flashed in pretty bright light. Quite a few tracks here. This is like a back trail coming into my property. This one set's pretty fresh. Pretty small critter. Still don't see a real clear print. Like a little fox or something. I wonder. Coyotes usually stay away, or they run in a pack. See if I can find a clear one somewhere. I got a fresh set and a 1-day-old set. The snow's only been down for 2 days. Just took this shot into the sun here, and autoflash still came on. I think it was an autoflash. This is somehow it defaults to manual. That's kind of odd. Well, now I've got another car and a jet in the background. I don't know if you can hear them, they're pretty far off. Test the audio to see if you can hear that. I want to see how the panorama goes, because my other camera I get a little bit of tearing when I do panoramas in the video. Have a look at the critter prints, slightly magnified. Not clear enough to figure out what they are. I don't see a real good paw print in there. Pretty small gait though. I'm thinking like a little fox or something. Not even really big enough of a gait to be a big dog or a coyote. Even a medium dog or a coyote. I'm guessing it's a little fox. I think my cat would have gotten back here. Wild cat in the snow. Beast. So, some initial thoughts on the Kodak 5120. Amazing zoom. It's kind of a bulky camera. See if it'll focus this thing. This is max zoom, and we'll zoom it way out. Yeah, it's not focusing too well. Autofocus could be a little better in this camera, especially in dimmer light. Not too bad though, it works in the daylight. But an amazing zoom. The manual lens cover, oh, this 26 zoom is just crazy. Another car coming. I better get off the road. So I'll have to see how this camera does. It's just an initial impressions. The batteries that went dead in my first shot didn't power up at all in the Canon, so they really are bad. Right now I've got some mediocre nickel metal hydrides. They seem to be holding up. Some off-branders. They're about 2 years old. Supposed to have stereo mics. Not really identified where all the mic holes are. I see one mic hole, but I don't see the other one. Hopefully this sounds like stereo. So here's an audio test for you. Audio test, the Nuri on Jamando.
We will